In this video presentation, we will explain how the digital or modular distance learning is going to happen. The framework of the dry run of learning packages and self-learning modules are featured here. What are the different features of the framework of the dry run of learner packages and self-learning modules? Let us now dig deeper into these phases. The first phase, the preparation of the learner packages. It must be noted that the dry run for this modular distance learning has been conducted to grade 10 learners. You will notice that all materials prepared are for grade 10 level. The self-learning modules will be provided by DepEd. The materials will be printed in the division office and will be delivered to the schools. These materials, as has been said earlier, are carefully drafted and validated in order to address the student's self-learning phase. Though, the school highly appreciate and encourage the involvement of the parents or guardians in their child's learning. The school will assign a place, most probably a classroom, for the storage of these materials. Proper disinfection procedures will be observed. The assigned personnel will sort these materials into specific grade level and subject matter, and place them accordingly in the learner's kit. Lagro High School, the kit basically will contain the following: a tablet and a flash drive if available, printed modules and other supplementary materials, and query sheets. The ratio of the number of kits to the number of students will be 1:1. A kiosk will be assigned for the distribution of these kits. It must be noted that the school will observe highly the recommended IATF protocols for the distribution. We don't want to put the health of our students at greater risk. The school will carefully draft a schedule for the second phase, that is, the distribution of learner packages. There are two options for the distribution depending on the available resources of the school and the capacity of the parents. The first option, the parents will receive the learner's kit personally at the designated distribution places. The distribution of the learner's kits will be scheduled per grade level and per section. The parents and the students will be informed of their schedule beforehand, either via social media, text messaging, phone call, or by other means. Only the parents or guardians of ages 21 to 59 years old will be allowed to get the learner's kit. This is in strict compliance to the IATF guidelines unless changes on the guidelines shall be made. Upon entering the distribution center's premises, the parents or guardians shall do the following. First, disinfect with alcohol or sanitizers. Disinfection supplies will be provided near the entrance gate. Second, log in on the logbook and sign a personal information survey form. This form is made in case contact tracing will be needed. Third, go to the distribution kiosk. Inevitably, they will have to line up outside the kiosk and wait for their turn. Physical distancing shall be observed. Fourth, get the learner's kit from the distribution officer and sign a receiving form. And last, leave the premises through the designated exit only. We discourage that the parents or guardians stay longer in the premises after getting the kit. In case that the parents or guardians, for some valid reason, cannot get the materials personally from the assigned distribution centers, then the second option shall take place. The school will assign some teachers or volunteers with the assistance of the barangay to deliver the learning kit to the student's registered address. Only the parents or guardians are allowed to receive the kit. The next phase is actual usage of the learner packages. In this phase, the student will have to study and answer the questions independently. For proper guidance and more efficient learning, a schedule for studying and answering the module for each subject will be provided by the teacher. This schedule is inserted in the learning kit. In case that the students will have difficulty answering the questions or understanding some concepts, he may write his questions on the student's query form. This query form will be answered by the teacher in several ways which will be discussed later on. Though the modules are specially designed for self-learning, the parents or guardians are highly encouraged to guide their child in studying the module. We may feel uncomfortable with the idea, especially in higher grade level, but this pandemic has brought us a new reality that the parents will have to be more deeply involved in their child's learning. You may be overwhelmed that information are available through many learning resources, such as books, educational magazines, or other media. Besides, this is a good bonding moment with your child, but rest assured that the teachers will do their part in their child's learning. Even when at a distant place, the teachers will constantly monitor and guide your child's studies.
Ayoko anak, ang dali ko nga lang nakuha eh. Paikli lang ang pili. Okay, so ito yun, no? Una-una, ito pinakamaganda, no? Ito yung gagamitin mo, ito yung tablet, no? At pangalawa, iingatan mo to kasi ipinihiram lang ito sa atin ng gobyerno, kaya iingatan mo maigi. So ito rin, ang yung mga modules na gagamitin. Lahat ng subject mo ay may nagbigay ng module, no? So, ito yung una, no? Ang module mo sa science, okay? Ang module mo sa English, ang module mo sa PE, at saka sa arts, at saka sa edukasyon pagpapahalaga. Ito rin yung module mo sa Pilipino, at sa araling panlipunan, okay? At sa mathematics. Yan. At ang PLE sa diba napili mo na kung bread and pastry. So, yan napili mo mo.
Phase 5 is a special curriculum dry runs. It must be noted that such dry runs are not included in this video as we have focused only on regular students. But nonetheless, the same procedures will be applied for SPED, STE, and senior high school programs of our school. Good morning po. Kukunin ko po sa akin mga learning materials na ibibigay namin sa kapatid. Kami dahil po sa Gerald, alis mo yung picture mo. Papo po kayo. Hindi na po dito na lang po. Okay, nasagot na po ba lahat? Salamat. Salamat po sa susunod ulit. All the materials returned by the parents from other distribution places will be delivered to the school accordingly. The teachers assigned will have to get all the notebooks and query sheets of the students from the school for checking and post-analysis report. This is the last phase.
Evaluation of modular approach using learning packages and self-learning modules, okay? Materials were all in good condition. So you should tablet. Okay, fine. Alright. Good. Oh, tama eh.
The cycle continues. For the parents, rest assured that your child will be assessed and graded by the teachers according to the new assessment rules which will be provided by DepEd soon. Though this COVID-19 pandemic has shut down many establishments and offices, it has never and never will be able to shut down education. Learning has to continue amid the difficult situation we are facing. The schools entrust to the parents the motivation of your child towards learning. Let us help them become more responsible of their learning. By doing so, we are raising a child that is truly a hope of this country's future.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Mr. Ricardo Orogo, tagapangulo ng Lagro High School, School Governing Council. Ang aking pong masasabi tungkol sa bagong pamamaraan ng edukasyon ngayong may pandemic o yung tinatawag na online distance learning na ipatutupad ng DepEd simula sa pagbubukas ng eskwelahan sa August 24. Gaano po ba kahanda ang ating paaralan, Lagro High School, sa ganitong pamamaraan? Sa akin pong napansin, ang ating mga teachers po ay umattend ng iba't ibang modalities o pamamaraan sa pamamagitan ng mga webinar mula noong buwan ng Abril, Mayo at Hunyo. Ang mga kaguruan din po ng Lagro High School ay nagsagawa ng virtual math summer camp noong June hanggang July 2020 para maihanda ang mga teachers sa online distance learning, at nagdaos din po ang lahat na subject area sa junior at senior high school ng simulation teaching ngayong buwan ng July upang lahat ng mga teachers ay maging handa kung saang modalities ang mga guro nabibilang sa kanilang kahandaan. Ang mga modalities na gagawin po ngayong taon ayon sa DepEd ay ang online distance learning, digital learning at modular approach. Yun din po ang pipiliin ng mga estudyante kung anong modality ang mas madali sa kanila. At akin nga pong kinocongratulate ang pamunuan ng Lagro High School sa pangunguna ng butihing principal, napakasipag, Dr. Maria Noemi Mungkada, at ang ating assistant principal, Mrs. Nora Villalobos, walang kapaguran at walang sawang pagtutok sa mga mangangaral at mga guro ng Lagro High School. Dahil ngayon pong taon school year 2020-2021 ay mas lalo pang lumaki ang percentage ng mga enrollees this year. Umabot po ng halos 109.64% ang idinagdag ng mga enrollees dito sa Lagro High School. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat po at God bless po sa ating lahat.
Hi, I'm Shannon Manzano, a former student of 10 Aristotle.
And I'm the mother, Marites Manzano. I am favor sa online classes kasi hindi sila matigil sa matutunan ng isang estudyante, lalo na sa panahon ng pandemic. Kasi kesa pumasok sila, mas safe silang nasa bahay. At the same time, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang matutunan nila, ang tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang oras at panahon na dapat matigil at i-google nila. Walang masayang na panahon. They are prepared naman na siguro.
Dahil po dun sa online classes na ginawa, as preparation, nang ginamit po namin yung Google Meet with specific Lagro High School teachers that helped us po na ma-adapt yung new normal na tinatawag nila.
Oo. So far naman, na-adapt na siguro ng mga bata yung paano magle-lesson ng isang teacher na tuloy-tuloy ang lecture na hindi naghahang kahit na naka-online classes lang sila using the internet. Kasi kahit naman may sinabi ang ibang tao na mahirap yon, pero para sa akin, malaking bagay yon.
Malaking tulong.
Oo, malaking tulong yon sa anak ko especially. Kasi ako bilang magulang, andito ako para ipaalala ko sa kanya na dapat kahit nasa bahay siya, imbis na maglaro siya,
Continuous yung learning.
oo, kahit maglaro siya, basta importante, engaging, kailangan productivity sa isang araw, dapat may matutunan siya. Hindi pwedeng puro laro lang, puro ganyan lang. Kasi ang internet, binabayaran naming mga parents para may matutunan ng bata through Google. 'Di ba? So,
Which help po yung mga activities na ginawa, like for 4 weeks or 5 weeks preparation, like 1 day per week for the online classes. So we've adjusted to the new normal. We've been introduced, and I might say na we are really ready for the reopening of classes sa August.
Opo. Ako, favor ako. Salamat sa mga teacher po na nag-Google sa lahat ng mga oras at panahon nila noong
Para sa
time,
preparation.
para sa preparation, na dapat andun na lang sila sa bahay, sa family nila, pero binigay nila yung oras nila para sa mga estudyante na to, sa mga anak namin na nandito sa bahay. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa inyo mga teacher na binibigyan po kami ng oras at panahon ng mga anak namin, kasi pabor po talaga sa akin bilang isang magulang. Thank you so much po sa teachers.
Yun po. Thank you so much po. So, ready na po kami para sa online classes this school year.
Ako po si Jonalyn Garzada, 25 years old at kasalukuyan na isang guardian ng dalawa kong kapatid na nag-aaral sa Lagro High School. So, base sa aking napanood na simulation na ginawa ng mga teachers mula sa paaralang ito, masasabi kong malaking tulong ito upang malaman namin ang mga dapat paghandaan at dapat i-prepare sa darating na pasukan. Akin din nasaksihan na kung paano ba ang mangyayari sa online distance learning at modular distance learning. Gayon din kung paano namin at pagbabasihan at pagpili ng learning modalities ngayong darating na.
Ako po si Gerald De Peña, ng kaming grade 10. Nagpapasalamat po ako na pasama po ako sa simulation classes na ito. At dahil po rito, nagkaroon po ako ng posibleng ideya kung paano po ang mga mangyayari at gagawin sa new normal na pag-aaral. At natutuwa po ako dahil kahit may pandemya ay may mga ganitong programa na makakatulong sa amin upang hindi po kami makahinto sa pag-aaral. Muli, maraming salamat po.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Ako po ay isang guro ng Lagro High School, buhat po sa Araling Panlipunan Department. sa usapin po ng kahandaan ng mga guro sa pagtuturo sa darating na pasukan ng August 24 ngayong taon, masasabi ko po na kami po ay handa na. Sa anong mga kadahilanan? Una, bagamat bakasyon dapat ang Abril at Mayo, kaming mga guro ay humarap na sa mga trainings, mga webinars para lalo naming paghusayin o kami ay maka-adapt sa tinatawag nating new normal setup. Ikalawa, pagpasok po ng buwan ng Hunyo, ang aming pong paaralan ay nagsagawa ng INSET. No, ito po ay isang training na kung saan ay nakapaloob ang mga pag-aaral upang pag-usapan, i-discuss ang mga pamamaraan o iba't ibang modality sa usapin ng pagtuturo. At ito naman pong Hulyo ay nagsimula na po ang simulation teaching ng iba't ibang department upang makatiyak po ang bawat departamento ng aming paaralan na ang mga guro ay handa sa mapipili nilang modalities o pamamaraan ng pagtuturo. Maging ito man ay online, ito man ay digital, o ito man ay modular. So sa mga pagtuturo pong ito na ipinakita, nagkakaroon po ng kaisipan, kaming mga guro, ano po yung mga posibilidad na maaring makaharap namin sa mismong aktwal ng aming pagtuturo. At ang aming pong paaralan, isa ng mga namumuno at ang gabay ng aming punong guro na si Dr. Mongkada, kami pong mga guro ay nag-guide ng mga tamang pamamaraan, ng tamang kaisipan kung paano po namin dapat isagawa ang iba't ibang modalities na aming mga napag-usapan sa iba't ibang training. Ganon din sa simulation teaching. Kaya tiyak ko na bagamat mahirap at hindi normal sa nakasanayan natin ang tinatawag nating new normal na pagbubukas ng klase, handa po kami. So kita-kita po tayo.